Hi, my name is Yamini. I'm in conversation with Daniel Drimmer, President and CEO of Starlight Investments. Hi, Daniel. How are you?
Hi, good. Thank you.
Very nice to talk to you. So we wanted to learn a little bit more about Starlight Investments. So tell me a little bit more about how you started your career and how did you get into this business?
It's a good question. So one thing that a lot of people don't know is that I actually was born and raised in Berlin, Germany, and I am third generation family business. I did my undergraduate degree here in Canada at Western, and I went back to Europe and I did my 2 master's degrees, and then I actually worked in our head office in Berlin, Germany for 6 months, and I came to a crossroad, and at that crossroad I had to decide if I was going to stay in Germany or move back to Canada. So I decided with my family that it was I wanted to go back to Canada. So I came to Canada in 1995. I came here with a clean slate, and I started my first company, which was actually called Transglobe.
Starlight Investments, we're over $9 billion now in assets under management. So tell us a little bit about how you started and then your journey all the way till here now.
So my family just celebrated 70 years of being in the business in Europe, and my family's business in Europe is 100% private. Here, for the first 10 years of my career, we were the same. We hit a certain size after 10 years where my family said, this is great, but if you want to continue, you're going to have to find your own sources of capital to continue. We started looking for institutional capital. We found that successfully. About 13 years ago, started our first institutional partnership, and fast forward to today, we're approaching $10 billion of assets under management. We have 6 institutional partners. We have done various public vehicles, and so it's been a great ride up until this point.
Daniel, you had mentioned that there are 4 lines of business, including Starlight Capital. So can you tell us a little bit about the lines of business of Starlight Investments?
Yeah, so the 4 lines of business that we have at Starlight Investments is number 1, our core business, which is the Canadian multifamily division. Business line number 2 is our U.S. business, and so in the U.S. business we are a core and light value add business in the apartment space as well. And our third business line is the commercial business here in Canada. In the commercial business we invest in office buildings, and now we've added the 4th line of business, and the 4th line of business is Starlight Capital.
That's great. So then you choose to invest in Starlight Capital. And tell me a little bit more about that and why you chose that from a business standpoint. You know,
a full service platform in the asset management and real estate should have a securities component. Opening up a new business is always a good idea, but you want to time it together with the marketplace and the right people running that. And so I had the opportunity to basically bump into Dennis and Graham, and we decided that it was time to join the Starlight family and start Starlight Capital. So we partner only with people of high integrity, people we can trust, and people that have great reputation in the marketplace. And so it was a natural fit, with the Starlight name and what we stand for. Can you tell me a little bit about the synergies between Starlight Capital and Starlight Investments? Yes, we have a lot of institutional partners, and we have a lot of retail partners in Starlight Investments. And for Starlight Capital, those would be the same, kind of players. So there's some great synergies and overlap of product mix that we can offer now. Our retail and institutional investors now will have access to the public security side within real estate. Likewise, the Starlight Investments platform offers institutional and retail investors a platform and a forum for direct investments. What is that stickiness factor that keeps people at Starlight Investments? Listen, loyalty is a very important trait of mine. I value loyalty and integrity, and we try to reward people that have been here for a very long time. We work together, we grow together. Even within a business environment, we have a progression within the company where we have a culture of nurturing and try to tell people how to get to the next step and then progress them to the next step as well. Yeah, so would you say that culture starts at the top? Culture starts at the top, and hopefully I lead by example, and I'm very proud that I have a loyal and long-standing team, and look forward to growing with that team together in the future. Excellent, that's great. So in conversation again with Daniel Drimmer. Thank you so much, Daniel, for joining us for this Fireside chat, and thank you, audience, for listening in. Thank you.